As a regular person trying to start a company, have you ever come across that ad that tells you how your business is failing primarily because you don't wake up early in the morning, or you are not hardworking enough, or you are not marketing the right way? Actually, surprisingly, social media has created this impression where people who own their own businesses, not all of them, but a lot of them, create the impression they aren't going through problems, and you meet them personally and they're like, my business is in crisis. And you're cross checking what they are saying with their social media platform, and you're like, why does your social media platform talk about how successful you are as an organization as compared to what you are telling me in person? And you realize why so many people think starting a business is this overly lucrative project, and they expect to become millionaires overnight or over a couple of weeks. If you say a year, it even seems too long to so many. Now, in today's world, entrepreneurship has not only become a side hustle for many, it is a necessity. Some people do need that extra inflow. Some people can't get jobs and they need to find a way to pay the bills, sustain the family. Some people have lost their jobs and are looking for ways to just pay bills. And that is not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, people start businesses for different reasons, and some people may start a business and want to make some turnover over a 10-year period, and they don't mind if it dies after a 10-year period. Some people may not be as ambitious as others. The reason for this talk or this topic is the importance of perspective in management, and when using management tools, they need to understand what is actually going on as against the perception of what is going on. So when you look at what's actually going on, let's take a lot of the top businesses or most of the trending activities or investment. You'd notice that lots of the businesses got to where they are not just as a result of, as we mentioned earlier, waking up in the morning or having the right marketing strategy, etc. Those things are important, but some came at the right time, some were built out, some were literally Ponzi schemes, some just had a service at a time when they were the sole providers of that service. It's important to look at all these companies that we glorify, look at their history and how they came into being, and see and understand what it actually means to try and grow an organization. Because once you understand what all these organizations around you do and where they came from, and you may not be able to get all the details obviously, but it gives you a clear perspective of what you are getting yourself into based on what your goal or target is. And you also begin to realize that, okay, so this is a journey, and it's okay to fail at something and come back again. Now, once you realize it's okay to fail at something and come back again, once you realize that this is a journey, once you realize that I'm literally entering an industry where most people don't succeed, it takes you away from that depressive mode. And I talk about this because you meet a lot of people who just started a business and maybe that's their only source of income, or that's just a side hustle, and they feel so depressed about what they are doing. Not necessarily because it's not succeeding, but because they feel it's their fault it's not succeeding. And you begin to break down, okay, so what are you not doing right? And yes, there may be 1 out of 10, 2 out of 100 things, but they do not realize that it is not solely their fault. And they seem to forget that this is an industry where lots of people fail. So it's an industry where you need to accept that people fail, and you need to accept, okay, I may fail, but how I respond to that failure or get up is important. Now, one of the main causes of that depression and quote with people I've met is because a lot of people around them constantly tell them what to do, and lots of the people who give advice to them have never even tried to start a business before, and they keep going like, why are you telling me what to do when you've never started a business before? But that's life, it happens. If you're a parent or your parent is telling you, okay, do this, do that, do this, that's maybe what they would do if they were in your situation. But it may be difficult not to just block out the noise, because obviously they can give you ideas, but it comes with a lot of criticism. If you are starting a business and everyone else around you thinks it's a bad idea, especially if you don't have like the turnover for day-to-day activities, or you left a really good job, then the pressure just mounts on you. And if you're going to use social media as a benchmark, that is a terrible idea, because people are living a different life on social media and a different life in reality. And as someone who doesn't really is not much of an extrovert, it surprises me how much people are willing to let other people know about their life. So just ignore the social media, and remember, you are not in this alone. It's literally a fan club. There's a I'm struggling entrepreneur fan club out there, and they are just regular people trying to make a living and trying to go through day by day with the criticism and all. And that is motivation in itself. And hopefully, our businesses are successful.